What's going on? I'm Zedmont. We are on the dev build. That's why we have 1,000,000 diamonds and lots of resources and ridiculous VP and all those sorts of things. So, did not hack the game, dev build. We're here to do a quick sneak peek. If you'll notice, check your gunboat right now. You have an extra gunboat ability. It is the Tiny Shock. Let's have a look. It's called the Tiny Shock. You can shock one building at a time. Only one, even if you try and get super fancy. I'll show you that right now on Commander. If you try and hit right in the corner thinking you're super smart, which is the first thing I try to do, you only get one building. And it's usually this bottom right one. I don't know if it's just because of the trajectory or what, but it seems like it's always the bottom right one. So that's what this is all about. What this thing does is it does a long shock for 30 seconds. The regular GBE shock when it's maxed is for 10 seconds. This thing is for 30 seconds. And before you say, well, that's dumb, no, it's actually pretty awesome. I'm going to show you a quick operation hit here. Because operation hits, what you end up with is A, you have to do 2 shocks, usually at least, and B, you have to shock as late as you can before the smoke clears. So what we're going to do on Complex here is something that's very different than that. What we're going to do here is we're going to drop our smoke. Actually, let's clear some mines first. We're going to drop our smoke. We're going to clear all of the mines that are required. One artillery will hopefully do it. I never get it right, but maybe. Yep. And then we're going to mark the front boom cannon so our ladies sit nice and pretty. Now that that's done, let's do a live walk. Now, this is totally unrehearsed, so I'm not going to bring the hero just because I don't really want to. I know that I probably should bring the hero, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to flare right up in behind, do the crazy long walk, and I'm going to show you just how useful this extra gunboat ability can be for a core hit. Especially if you're not comfortable with core hits, this should make core hits very manageable. And the reason for that is that you can throw it as early as you possibly want. You don't have to wait. You don't have to rush it. You can throw it as early as you want. Let's just get this next flare out here, hopefully to the right spot. And we'll see how it goes. Trying to rush this out a little bit. And when I rush, I tend to do bad things. So we'll see just how well this core hit can go. Manages to keep the delay so far. Now watch this. While we're waiting here, I'm just going to throw this over here. Lots of time. Don't have to rush anything. The shock launcher is now shocked. I can now flare the core and shock one time. That's all we need is one shock. And now we can just sit here. And, I mean, we can go like this. 1, 2, 3 as well. And those rocket launchers are now going to be shocked basically forever. Let's throw one more of those over on the shock launcher, and we can just now close the game, and we have 30 seconds for the ladies to take down the core. And if that fails, then you know what? We have one more shock, because these cheap gunboat ability, look how long this shock is lasting. Like, it's crazy. Just absolutely silly. Hopefully it goes down. Please, let's throw one more shock over here, just in case we actually need it. And down goes the core. So there are a lot of options available, and I think this is a 5 GBE account. Obviously, a little bit different complex than normal, but there are lots and lots of options that are opened up by this. You want to do a maze core hit, and it's like 7 shocks. Remove 3 of them as soon as you get to the core, and that way you only have to do 6 shocks quickly. So it will definitely help. It will reduce the GBE required. And as you can see here, that's with a 5 GBE account. That is not a crazy 6 or 7 GBE account doing all those things. So it will make things better, and it will especially make op hits more manageable. So give it a shot. There's no boost required. It'll be here until it's gone. I don't exactly know the date, but check your gunboat. You should have it right now. And that's all I got. I'm Zedmont. Hope this helped, and let me know in the comments which base you're most excited to try it on, if you have plans to use it on PvP or anything else along those lines. I personally will be using it on lasers on PvP or shock blasters on PvP. Why BART them out when you can tiny shock them? Anyways, I'm out. Thanks for coming in. Peace.